Hi, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Sarah with the Calcasieu Parish Public Library.
Are you ready to deck the halls this holiday season?
Join us in creating these fun decorations that are cheap, easy to make, and will be sure to warm your heart.
You are invited, cordially, to our ball where we have a blast making ornaments based off one of our favorite book series.
You can use your favorite book as an ornament. In this ornament, you'll need to make copies of your favorite book pages. In our case, we use copies of the Daily Prophet. You will need to tear the copies into small strips and then set them aside. Mix glue with a small cup of water. Coat the strips with the glue mixture and place them around an inflated balloon. Make sure to leave a small opening that you can fit your fingers through. After it has dried, you can use a bent paper clip to pop the balloon. Remove your balloon and glue a loop of ribbon to the top of your ornament. If you love angels or birds, you can make this winged ornament. It also makes a perfect snitch if you're a huge Quidditch fan. Take petals from a poinsettia and cut them into a wing shape. Then glue your wings on both sides of your ornament.
In most book series, clothes or articles of clothing can be very important. For instance, the Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Rings cloaks. Also, in Harry Potter, they have the Molly Weasley sweaters that they get at Christmas time. So to make those are pretty simple. You just need a guide to trace and cut out, some glue. I use felt, but you could also use cardstock. I then distressed the sweaters a little bit to make it look more like a knitted sweater. I even took a pin and tried to mimic the cable knits and the turtleneck and sleeves and bottom of the shirt. The next step is to apply some glue. Right here I committed a little faux pas. Please tell me if you notice what it is, and also you can personalize these any way you want. You can make them members of the Weasley house or your own family. For more delicate pieces, it's always a good idea to go over it with glue to seal it, also on the back when you do the ribbon. Symbolism is a big factor in any book, especially considering Hogwarts houses. To belong to a house means to have certain character traits. So here is a breakdown on making ornaments for all the Hogwarts houses. Materials I use include clear plastic bulbs, old book pages, ribbons, scissors, clippings of curled ribbon. To begin, you remove the top of the plastic bulb. I'm going to start with Hufflepuff. Loyal, just, and hardworking is the colors of gold, silver, black if you'd prefer, and yellow. Once I had my clippings and curlings, I just went ahead and I made it into a fine confetti. And then I began inserting it into the bulb. I used the Christmas ribbon colors that I had on hand, but you could use your imagination and kind of do whatever you want with this project. So there's Hufflepuff, and we also have Slytherin green and silver, Gryffindor red and gold, and now we're doing Ravenclaw with the blue and silver, and some book pages, because they're bookish. Side note is you can do this kind of project for almost any book. There's bound to be some colors involved, different symbols, so it's an easy idea for any book fandom. Once I filled all my bulbs, I wanted to add an extra touch of symbolism, so I chose the mascots of each house and I cut out a picture. Once I had my mascots, I decided they needed a little backing, and then I slipped them into the bulbs and added the house ribbon to each one. Now for our decor, we have a symbol of justice and loyalty and patience. We also have the brave and fiery Gryffindor as chivalrous, and of course the house that values wit and wisdom, intelligence, and the house that represents leadership, resourcefulness, and cunning and ambition, Slytherin. Now we're going to do Patronuses. I printed out some pictures of the different Patronus charms, and then I used felt and some scissors. You could use cardstock. I traced out my animals, as you can see here, and then cut them all out. Now I'm going to cover the top layer completely in glue. You'll want to make sure to be very generous with the glue. I'm going to cover it all in glitter. Shake off the extra and let it dry for some time.
We hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know what your favorite ornament is and what book you would want to see as an ornament.